Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 27, 2026. I'm great Nigerian Irutude Toyo Akperiaye, also known as Lebukagnizer. No work, no pay, no work, no food, no work, no shop. At least today I just want to congratulate all the children all over the world. You know, we in Nigeria today we are celebrating our Children's Day. It's not easy to be a child in Nigeria. For you to be a child in Nigeria, you need to be strong. Not that there is war in the country, but the challenges that the children are facing is like there is war in Nigeria. For example, no light, no road, our refineries are not working. Our seaports are not working. Not that we don't have the seaports, but they are not working. So, minimum wage that is there. You are working like an elephant. You are eating like an ant. You are walking like a lion. You are eating like an ant. 70,000. Believe now government dey pay now for a month for sure. Can see what is happening, you understand, in Nigeria now. Talking of the political space in Nigeria, what is going on? At least now APC. Tinubu is the presidential candidate of the APC of the 2027 general election. And you know that we are against this Muslim ticket, of which they are still bringing it. We're supposed to celebrate Democracy Day in May 29, but Buhari carried and his vice, Osibanjo, changed Democracy Day to June 12. And it's the day that Abiola and Tufa won an election that was cancelled by former military head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, that led to the make Shinekon as an interim government that was later overthrown by Abacha. So they are now dragging us back to that time. And the aim of those time was to Islamize Nigeria. That is the only objective. That is the only goal that this APC are working to Islamize Nigeria. At least I know they are trying to put Islam in some certain part of Nigeria, mostly in the southwest region. But Nigeria is not an Islamic country, and Nigeria will never be an Islamic country. That is an imagination. Mostly, especially those states that are still practicing Sharia in Nigeria. We are against it. The Nigeria government is against it in Nigeria. You are against the Nigeria constitution, because we hope that Nigeria constitution should run from the north, south, east, and west. And anybody in the National Assembly, the federal heads, that even the president has signed it into law, that law will be abolished and will be removed. Because if you are talking of Nigeria, Islam is not our culture. It's not our religion. Because we are Africa. You understand? As far to Christianity, both of them, we have our own culture and our tradition. We are, like here, we have our own culture and our tradition. So we will not accept Islam to be a national or a religious one thing in Nigeria that everybody must practice. No, we are engaged. If you want to be an Islam, be your Islam yourself. I'm in my religion, so we are a secular country. So, and every religion has the right to exist in Nigeria, that anybody belongs. So those that are imposing Sharia in their state, and that is the reason we are joined our protest. Because those that have put Arabic writing in our currency. We don't want it. It's not. So anything. So with all those are the things we are against. Because if you even look at the Islamic religion, look at the Nigeria Islamic religion, it's a bunch of shit. Turn children to Alamaji, children that should be in school so that they become leaders. They turn them to Alamaji, they turn them to beggars. You go the street now, people can no longer work, they cannot even develop themselves to make money for themselves. No training, no. Now you are against Western education. Many things, so beware. So that's why we are joined our protest. That's why we are joined our protest to February 1st to the last day of February 2027. So we are against this Muslim ticket of the APC. So we are against it. So I expect every Nigeria, and secondly, APC, their own agenda is to Islamize Nigeria. So that is why there's another reason, and that is why they are using terrorism. These terrorists, they are all their foot soldiers. So that's why they are putting them in the army, in every sector of the government. In every sector of the government, they have been put terrorists in all of the NNPC, anywhere you can imagine. The teacher, any place, which aspect of the government, these people have not put these people into it. These terrorists, you assume. Then the citizens, the displaced people that have been displaced for their country, you put them in IDP camp, no concern, nothing. No, and you are not even thinking of bringing them back to their country because you have already taken over their community. That is wrong. That is wrong. So to be a child in Nigeria is not an easy thing. That is one of the most hardest things. There's no war in Nigeria, but if you look at it, look as if there is war, because it's not easy for you to live in Nigeria. Can you imagine people going to school, no work, many things, no job, so people are just surviving here in Nigeria. We are just surviving. So that is why this 2027 election is an election that we Nigerians have to decide. Because continue on this journey of APC, that means the next one will be a torment. But we are already in hell. You understand? So that is why you just have to do the right thing. That the other reason I'm just concerned about is just this Peter Obi and Kwankwaso issue. You understand? Compared to now, they are now in NDC. I was hoping that both of them would be in PDP. And PDP now, you understand? I don't really know what is happening in PDP, because this Goodluck Jonathan, where people they deceive. The small respect where you get, the small thing where we Nigerians, we appreciate you as one of the best presidents. People like say the Northerners, they are angry about it, so they want to make sure say they destroy them so that you become nothing. Comment what is happening in APC. So kind of people, we don't expect them to be in position again. We Nigerians, and we expect that APC should do the right thing. But the people that we see, so man, 2027 go hard for APC, because they don't have any reason to lead us anymore. They don't have any reason, because they have failed Nigeria. They have failed themselves. They have failed in every aspect of government. So APC is not a party. So what I'm telling every Nigerians, like me, what I want to say is that Peter Obi 2027, if you lost that election, not by rigging, or if they rig the election, you not lost, so go and stay you back as the president. If they rig the election and we know that you win, we will put you back as our president, and you're ready to go through the process with us. But if you lose, at least a free and fair election that there is no rigging, you will see the APC primary saying a rigging. So we just look how they want to do and say they don't want to rig the 2027 election. So we just look at, but if you lost that the election is not rigged, at least you will step down for Kwankwaso, so that 3031 you will be the vice president of Kwakwaso, and Kwakwaso will become your presidential candidate. Because one good turn deserves another. So that will go into 3031. But I just put that aside. So I just say I should let you know. Because that NDC, we are building a new Nigeria and there is no going back. You understand? And there is no going back. Then as for Goodluck Jonathan, not come embarrass yourself, not come fool yourself. Not just cause no that is I not just know. The small respect wey you get, keep out to yourself and just maintain your track. You understand? At least God has tried for you. You start as a deputy governor, you later become governor, then from governor you become a vice president, then president, and you become a president for 6 years. So don't just bother yourself. Anybody that is dragging you is your enemy. To be frank, is your enemy. Anything, even though it's within you that you are having that aspiration, it's like you are an enemy to yourself. So don't come just embarrass yourself. You understand? Because the only person I see that can lead Nigeria now, as we are now, is Peter Obi. Why am I saying this? So that we make us Nigeria to become a productive country. That means you produce your own things, you take it to the world. You know, when a country is a productive country, the country, no matter how the situation is, the economy is, and anything, you will see that you can strive. If not be Dangote wey build refinery for Nigeria now, how we go fit take dey cope with this Iran and US and Israel war? How we wan take dey cope? How much dem go sell fuel? Why? Because there is a refinery in Nigeria. Not that Nigeria as a country not get refinery, but based on the leaders are wicked. They not get good intention for the citizens. And that's why you not get good intention for your neighbor. That means you don't have good intention for yourself. You understand? Because if your neighbor dey vex, you not go fit meet am for anything because he go transfer im anger come meet you. So as far you not get good intention for Nigeria, then why you dey fight to be you must be on top? So you just forget it. Like many people that have lost their they cannot even come in politics. Like another person is that I don't want to be calling names. So 2027 will not be rosy for anybody, mostly those that want to hijack the system. It will not be rosy for anybody. So that Nigeria become a productive country, somebody like Peter Obi can do that. That time you will see all these are refinery, all these are seaport, they will be working. But you get seaport, you know the work, get refinery, you know the work. They show how the town want to survive, how we want to cope. That is poverty. Now the APC is tormenting Nigeria with poverty, so that anything they see, you know, every man dey hungry, anything wey you see. Now wait, even though the thing bitter, dey sweet for im mouth. Because why? That is the weapon they are using. So you, as a citizen that you want the best of this country, you just have to do the needful, because we are the people. We are the people that employ them, that put them there. They did not put themselves there. They are working for the country. Anybody president, don't deceive yourself. You are just imagining people don't even know what they are doing. That is why they are just deceiving themselves. We the people, we are, so by 2027 we are employing new president. And I believe President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not fit to be our next president in 2027. Everybody should know that. Most of those that are working with him, you should know it's not fit. So we need a better president. Peter Obi is the only option for now. For now. So concerning the US and Iran and Israel war, US, as far that Islamic Revolution Guide Corps is still in Iran. Iran is in hell. So even that operation Epic Fury is still on because the Islamic Revolution Guide Corps is still in Iran. So there is nothing to neglect, and the Strait of Hormuz and many things. And Iran, this is working with China, Russia, uh, uh, North Korea, and the rest of them. They are the ones giving in, equipping Iran to fight. So, and you should be ready. The journey has not started. So that ceasefire, that means if you agree to that ceasefire, that means Iran, nobody knows what will be the next agenda of Iran, because even what is happening in Nigeria, I believe Iran is still part of it, because although they are Islamization, they want to take over the world so that the world become an Islamic religion will be done. And the funny thing, the Christians are not doing enough. They are not doing, if not for US, and the only way they can achieve that is by defeating the United States and Israel. So Donald Trump, don't make mistake. You have wasted so many time with this ceasefire. If you are taking this war to the next stage, Operation Epic Fury Freedom, take it. Forget any negotiation. Just do the needful. Just do the needful, because even the allies, those people, they are not with you. They are only there to make sure that you fail. If Donald Trump or the United States think that any country is in support of what he's doing in Iran, that person is that country is lying, because Iran is where all the contracts out to China, Russia, all of them, they are getting their oil from, and they are equipping that country, so that because that country already know is a religious country, you understand, an Islamic country, and they are building it to become an empire, because they have the vast land, they have so you have all it takes. So they are bringing Iran to become the next world power. So they are working, because they are already in BRICS. And Iran is usually trading with its oil and different things to achieve those is good, those the atomic nuclear, any kind of good, is trading it with its oil. So, and the only country that can stop that is the United States and Israel. So, but I want to tell Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever this agreement that these people are deceiving Donald Trump into, that will not be beneficial to the United States and Israel. Israel, I believe the United States have helped people enough. It's time for you to continue your journey. You understand? Because it's like this, because it's time for Israel to continue your journey. So now Israel, you should know that maybe you will have 4 or 5 countries fighting at the same time, because I know the Yemen will join this war. I know Lebanon is on it. Then Iran, because I believe since the ceasefire, Iran is still launching. So Iran, Yemen, I mean most Arab countries might still join, like Pakistan or Turkey. All those ones, they can still join as in to support Iran, because they are all Islamic countries. You understand, and they will want to defend their religion. So you just have to stand up to yourself. But whatever the end game will be, but I believe we will be victorious. You understand? So there's no going back on this. There's no stopping. We are working on the 50-point agenda that President Trump brought. That 50 point, that is what we are working here in Nigeria. That's why we are joining our protests. That is what we are using. We don't. So anything, anybody in Iran, anything, anywhere, any country in the world, any country in the world thought that maybe, mostly especially China, because China has never experienced war for some time now, and China forget that it's the United States that make them to be where they are today. And I believe the United States, if we want to bring China to nothing, we can bring them to nothing. You understand? You know, whatever technology, whatever means, whatever power China thought they have, Because when President Trump went to visit China, the way he's reacting to President Trump, the way so I know China just so. But I'm telling the United States, Donald Trump, I'm talking to you. There's no going back on this. You understand? There's no going back on this. You just have to, and you have limited time, because immediate you leave office, this goal will never be achieved. So you just have to you just have to do the job, as you said, fast and simple. You just have to do it. Make sure that there's another election in Iran. Everybody that is working with that Islamic Revolutionary Guard will be taken out of the country. That if that means that is Iran is the new US base in the Middle East now. Iran now is the new US does not need base in any country in the Middle East again. Now it's not Iran. So US should know that, Donald Trump know that all those Gog Island should be taken over by the United States. Everywhere in Iran should be taken over by the United States, and Iran should be controlled by the United States. Today, presently now, no government. That presently now, the new president of Iran is Donald Trump. Anybody that is there is illegal until Donald Trump established new government. So we are working on the 50-point agenda. Anywhere that rich uranium is, anywhere we are going there, we are taking it. Anything, anybody that is against, that is opposite, is part of it. The world. So that is how it is. So Donald Trump is the new leader of Iran. So anybody that says the leader, the United States should fetch him and take him out. And when we finish, that is why I say, Donald Trump, you have limited time for your tenure will be over. So you just have to achieve this goal. If it is warrant, it's 1 million US army should be in Iran. It's warrant is 2 million US Marines should be in Iran. They should be there to finish the job. Because time, delay is dangerous. Because this ceasefire is a lot of delay for many things that should have been done. So we need a democratic in new election, as the way we want to go into election in Nigeria 2027. At least there are citizens in Iran. There are real people in Iran. So Iran will no longer be a religious country. It will not be under any religion. Anybody can belong to any religion, so that people can live freely. So that is it. So US, you have already started it with Israel. You must end it. And the time is short, because at the time there is no time. You understand? At the time there is no space. At the time there is no vacancy. So no time. Donald Trump. No, it's like you are wasting more time. No time. So you just have to finish it. And then as for our election, so we are looking, because our judiciary, that's why we are joining our protest. We want to look at our judiciary, our INEC, our National Assembly, our presidency. Because only the APC primary is, we already know that no, APC is not worth. Look at the whole primary. There's no worth. So if INEC accept anything from the APC, that means INEC. We will start spotting them one by one, because we already see that APC is out. Then the next thing is to look at INEC now. How is it going to react to the results for this their primary and everything? So there, with what will happen, we will know where INEC is standing. So they will look at our National Assembly. They will look at our judiciary. They will already know that is how it is. So that we move, so that we know what we are going for. The same thing that is happening in Iran, that is what is happening in Nigeria. Because we want to change our government, so that we have a productive government that will be there for the people, not for themselves, but for the people, for the development of the country, so that Nigeria will become a productive country, not depending on other country for survival. That is wickedness. Not that we are lacking anything. We are not lacking resources. We are not lacking finance. We are not lacking technology. We are not lacking anything. But it's just wickedness because of your selfish and greedy interests. So the children, to be a child in Nigeria is not an easy thing, you understand? So I congratulate every children in Nigeria. Keep it up and develop yourself. Go to school. As a child, make it your own objective. You want to go to school. You need to be educated so that you can cope with the development that is going around you. It's very important. If your parent does not give it to you, give it to yourself. If your foster parents or your auntie, anybody that does not give it to you as a child, as far as you are up to that age of 10 years, give it, go, start it, go on, develop yourself, go to school. You understand? You will see people that will support you no matter how it is. Because of why? Because of the future. Education. That is why I'm 100% against it. Those people standing and going to school, killing students. That is those people. Man, no mercy. Now jungle justice with the operator. All those ones they do military, they see they do for military. All those ones they put they different place, they different sector. They use them. These terrorists, this APC government, they use them till they disturb the Nigerians, everybody. Or I go clear. No mercy, oh. Because na no mercy for Nigeria, na no mercy for anybody. So nobody will mercy for any terrorist in the world, anywhere. We will no mercy for any of them. Whether in Iran, anywhere, Lebanon, anywhere they dey. No, now the war don start for the world. Now the feel say na the world don start for the world. If you like, come on, run go UK, go anywhere, say you be terrorist, say one thing, say because you dey forget, we won't go China. Because of that one, the war go reach there. Because of that terrorist wey dey there, we won't go anywhere. No terrorists. We be mercy, no mercy, oh. Don't worry. Iran, United States, go and take over Iran. Donald Trump is the new president of Iran. Take over. All those people wey dey there, wey be say they talk, start to dey take all of them up, but start to dey enter there. At least I don't expect like that kind over 10 million US army in Iran to take over the full country. Everything, and start and establish a new government and leave them and let them continue. That will not be under any religion, under anything except the president that you people put there. Because if you don't achieve this goal before the end of this year, that means there's an issue. There's a big problem. So you just have to do it. Great Nigerians. Thank you.